I think today, most people are looking for new ways to make money, right? Maybe yourself, you are stuck at a job you've been working at for a very long time, yet you also kind of want to venture off and look for something new. Well, I understand because I've been there myself. Today in this video, I'm going to introduce you guys to real practical jobs and also side hustles that you guys can try. And I did a lot of research and I really thought outside of the box for this video. So you're probably going to come across a lot of side hustles and jobs that you've probably never heard of. There are also experts in these specific fields with YouTube channels, and I will go ahead and leave all of those in the description below of this video, along with any other side hustle I have mentioned. So let's go ahead and take a look at these side hustles and also career paths that you guys might want to follow. Now, number one is real estate wholesaling. Now, I know that sounds intimidating. People hear real estate and they think of flipping houses. No, you don't need any money to get started with real estate wholesaling. Now, you guys might be asking yourself, what is real estate wholesaling? In wholesale real estate transactions, the wholesaler enters a purchase contract for a home from a seller. For example, a seller tells me they're willing to sell their house for $400K. You get this under contract from the seller. You then find a seller for this house and offer the house for $420K. Once the house sells, you receive $20K, the seller receives $400K, and the buyer gets the house. Now, this is the general concept idea of wholesaling houses. There are some fees and other things involved, but I will leave a video that explains a bit more in detail. It's a very fast and convenient way to make money. It also does not require any startup costs. Now, don't confuse this with flipping houses. Flipping houses means you need to purchase the house, fix it up, and then sell it yourself. With wholesale, you are finding a buyer for the seller. Wholesale real estate may be well suited for people who are interested in real estate transactions but don't have the finances to actually buy and sell properties. Now, real estate agents and wholesaling are very similar, yet they have some key differences. I'll go ahead and leave a video that explains the key differences in the description below this video. But if you guys do want to enter the real estate markets, wholesale is probably one of the easiest routes to go. Number two, sports betting arbitrage. Now, before we say, wait, what, Daryl? Gambling a side hustle? Not really. With sports betting arbitrage, you're actually guaranteed a profit. It sounds weird, right? Let me explain. Sports betting arbitrage is a gambling strategy that involves placing bets on all possible outcomes of an event in order to guarantee a profit. Now, to understand this, you guys might need to have some general knowledge of sports betting. Now, let me put this in simpler terms for all of you. Imagine you go to two people and bet on a Mike Tyson fight. The first bookie believes Mike Tyson is favored to win the fight. They are offering minus 110 for a win and plus 115 for a loss. To interpret that, if you bet $100, the first bookie will give you $90 if Mike Tyson wins or $115 if Mike Tyson loses. However, bookie B believes Mike Tyson is an underdog to win the fights. They will offer you plus 115 for a win and minus 110 for a loss. So if you were to bet $100 at bookie B, they will give you $115 if Mike Tyson wins or $90 if Mike Tyson loses. So here's where the magic comes in. If you were to bet on Mike Tyson to lose at bookie A and then bet for Mike Tyson to win at bookie B, you'll be guaranteed a profit of $30 or 15%, regardless if Mike Tyson wins or loses. So to summarize sports betting arbitrage, it's finding inconsistencies in the sports betting market that will guarantee you a profit. OddsJam is a sports betting arbitrage website that will show you all the games where you can make guaranteed profits. You can sign up with a free trial and you can also watch YouTube videos to get a general understanding of how all of this works. I actually have one friend who does this full time, and when he first told me that he does sports betting full time, I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And he's like, wait, let me explain. And after he explained what he did, I was like, wow, there's a whole market for this. I had no idea. So it's actually one route you guys can go for those of you who like to watch sports. Number three, start a vitamin business. The global vitamin supplement market was valued at $44.12 billion in 2020. More and more sport influencers are creating their own vitamin brands and selling it to their audiences. You can easily buy vitamins from wholesalers like private sellers like AliExpress or Alibaba. Etsy.com is an e-commerce marketplace, and some of their top products are vitamins from generic sellers. So you don't have to be some sort of large corporate vitamin store to compete in this market. In fact, some of the top selling products on Etsy are generic from mom and pop shops. Number four, selling website templates. So as you guys know, on this YouTube channel, we teach how to make websites with WordPress. In particular, we use page builders like Elementor and Divi. Now, these page builders have gotten so popular that you can now create a design, export it, and then you can sell it on other various websites. On my website, darylwilson.com, we are selling our own Elementor templates. We create around 10 a month, and we almost have around 200 templates. That makes it about almost 2,000 different pages. ThemeForest is a website where you can create templates for Elementor and sell them on their marketplace. You can also sell them on Template Monster, Creative Market, and even Etsy.com. We also recently joined the Divi Marketplace, and now we are creating our templates for the Divi Theme Builder. If we sell any of our designs, we're then given 70% of the sale. And if you guys do want to learn how to use page builders like Divi or Elementor, you guys can watch some of my videos. It takes about an hour, and I'll go ahead and leave those videos in the description below of this video. It's very simple to use these builders. It's pretty much drag and drop, copy and paste, and once you learn how to use those builders, you can create really nice designs and sell them to various websites. And just to give you an idea of what we make anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 a month selling templates, so it's definitely something doable. You can also sell design or content templates. There is a huge market for selling Canva templates on Creative Market or Etsy.com. You can simply create a design, export it, and then sell it on these marketplaces. In fact, Creative Market has tons of categories like social media banners, PowerPoint presentations, email templates, and even cover letters for resumes. If you feel like you're confident in creating any one of these, this might be a market for you. There is also a large market for creating wedding planners on Etsy. Some of these digital wedding planners have hundreds of sales being sold at $100+ or more. I'm personally a big fan of digital products over physical products. They're a lot easier to create and sell, and there's virtually no risk with digital products. Number 5, selling photos or videos to Shutterstock or Getty Images. You would be very surprised on the kind of money people are willing to pay for something so simple, like $50 for a cup of coffee or $50 to take a simple picture of your dog. Or you can drive down to the beach and just film a 30-second clip and sell it for a profit. In my experience, many large corporate blogs use these images and videos because they want exclusive rights. They want high quality images or videos, and they want it fast. And let's be real, these large corporate companies don't really care about money, so they're willing to pay a lot of money for these images or videos. So check out Shutterstock or even Getty Images and submit some of your own images. It's a pretty simple way to start a side hustle or even start a new career. Number 6, sell sounds or music to ThemeForest. Listen to this sound. This sound has generated more than $9,000 in sales. What about this sound? This sound has generated more than $35,000 in sales. If you're able to reproduce something like this on your own, you have high potential to make great money. And for those musicians who like to make real music, you can create music tracks for holidays, corporate, jazz, pop, and submit them to these websites and let the sales roll in. Listen to this song. This 2-minute track is used on many promotional videos and commercials and has generated more than $180,000 in sales. Imagine producing 5 songs like that, or even 10, and seeing how lucrative this industry can get with just a few soundtracks. Number 7, video editors. Video editors jobs are huge in demand. I myself have a video editor, a video animator, and a manager to manage all of the staff. Similar to graphic design, if you have the technical skills to edit videos, you can make a full-time income with this part-time side hustle, or even turn it into a full-time gig. More and more social websites are following the TikTok model of creating short videos, which involves heavy editing, which makes the job a practical job to look for in the future. Most influencers today outsource a lot of the video editing because it's very time consuming and it takes away from them creating content. Now, most of the large influencers you see here on YouTube actually outsource a lot of their video editing. The main reason why is because it takes away from our time from actually creating content, right? We want to create content, create ideas, and video editing, it's very time consuming. So a lot of the influencers outsource that in order to save their time. Number 8 is sort of 2 jobs in one. You can be a content writer, you can also drop service content writing. Every day there are more and more copywriter gigs available because companies continue to grow and look for new ways to reach customers. Companies generally need copywriters for creating written content for their website, social media, press releases, etc., making copywriting one of the best side hustles you can follow. I personally have a content writer for my website, darylwilson.com. We pay them around $200 per article. Also, if you go to my coffee website, kobecoffee.com, we pay them around $100 per article. So that just gives you a general idea of what you're gonna get paid. Now, what happens if you don't want to create content for clients, but you do want to create content? Well, there's a website for that. You can use a website called Constant Content. You can either write for this website and have buyers buy your writing, which means you don't have to deal with any clients. Or you can even find companies who want a writer, purchase an article, and use the article as your content so you don't have to write the content yourself. Content writing will never go away, so it's always an option to make more cash. Number 9, start an SEO company. Many websites like SEO Reseller and SEO Reseller USA offer white label services that allow you to create your own SEO company. You simply build a website, offer SEO services, market it, and then you're on your way. I would advise starting SEO on your website. This helps your own website rank so you have better chances of getting customers. Now remember, when starting an SEO company, always focus on local businesses first. Tell your friends and family, keep it simple, and don't try to compete globally. It's probably one fight you're never gonna win. Now, I'll go ahead and be honest here. Some of these white label companies can be a bit pricey, so you can pretty much find any SEO company that's willing to partner up and then offer SEO services. If you guys do want to start your own SEO websites, I do have many SEO templates on my website that you can easily import on your own. One of the biggest pros with starting an SEO company, unlike these other models, is that with SEO companies, you have to pay a recurring fee. Even myself, I have an SEO company that I work with, and I pay them $500 per month to get my website to rank on the front page of Google. It does take time, but that's one benefit of owning an SEO company. And number 10, start a dropshipping website or an e-commerce website. Now, let me first start by saying dropshipping is not dead. That's a big rumor you guys have probably heard all over the internet. The very concept of saying dropshipping is dead is saying e-commerce is dead, and that will probably never happen, at least not in my lifetime. Now, first, let's explain what dropshipping is. Dropshipping is an online business model where a third-party manufacturer packages and ships products for you. All you have to do is set up your store, price your products, and market your business. For example, you find a product on Salehu for $3. You then take that product and list it on your website for $10. When the product sells, you make a profit of $7. You can find products from various supplier websites like Salehu.com, Alibaba.com, or Doba.com. I do have a video on this topic, and I'm probably going to make an updated video soon, and I'll leave that in the description of this video. You can also start an e-commerce website. In my honest opinion, I would start with dropshipping first. There is a bit of risk with e-commerce websites. I have my own coffee website. We pay around $2,000 a month just to store it and ship it. If I were to go back, I would have definitely done dropshipping first using a website like dropshipper.io and make things a lot more simpler for me. However, the biggest pro to owning an e-commerce website is your profit margins are controlled and a lot higher versus dropshipping. So my personal advice is I would always start off with a dropshipping website first. With a dropshipping website, you have no startup costs. Then you can go ahead and market your business, build your brand, gain some followers. And then once you start making sales and you build a reputation, then I would convert it into an e-commerce website and start selling your own products on your original dropshipping websites. This way you reduce your risk as much as possible, because when we started our coffee website, we're stuck with around $12,000 worth of coffee, yet we're not making as many sales as we would like. Next up, social media manager. As businesses are online more than ever before, there is a huge demand for social media specialists who can grow a company's digital presence, build an online community, answer questions, and sell products through social outlets. I myself have a social media specialist to respond to users in my community because it would be too time-consuming for me to respond to every comment. It's a very easy job to get started with, and every company needs one. I actually have 5 other YouTube channels that I teach in other various languages, and we have a social media specialist for every channel. It would be very difficult for me to respond to all those comments in different languages and using Google Translate, to respond to comments. So we have hired native speakers in those languages to respond to all of the comments in all of those YouTube channels. Next up, selling courses or even helping people create courses. Creating and selling an online course is an excellent option to earn extra money. Not only is it a relatively easy side hustle to set up, but it also has huge potential to make significant income. And best of all, you can sell your own course on your own schedule at your own pace. There are a few things to remember when creating an online course. First, you need to choose a topic that you're passionate about and have expert knowledge in. It's also essential to ensure that your course is well organized and engaging. Now, a majority of the YouTube channels that you guys watch like this, we all actually create outlines, right? We actually have an outline that we have written. We write kind of like a synopsis of what we're going to talk about, and then we just talk about it. Some people are on a script. I myself, I'm not on a script. I just kind of talk as I go, as you guys can see. But a lot of the YouTubers that you guys watch are on scripts that they have written on a real detailed outline that makes the video really well structured. If you need help creating a course, you can hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork.com. And for those of you who are camera shy, you can even hire actors to teach the course for you. And for those of you who like to go on camera or like to create outlines, you can always go on Fiverr.com and help people create their own courses for them. Number 13, become an influencer. This is my job. Among all the side hustles, becoming a social media influencer might take most of the time to start up. It took me about 1 year of creating constant content to finally gain some traction for my YouTube channel. It's all about consistency with trying to become an influencer. Growing an audience and becoming a trusted source in a particular niche, it definitely takes time. I get brand deals all the time, but I don't take them because I don't want to turn my YouTube channel into a commercial. But many people do, and it's a great way on how to make more income. For this channel, I make around $10,000 a month, and I receive around 400,000 views a month. I don't really use TikTok or Instagram, but I'm sure it's another great avenue to make a side hustle. Number 14, you guys can sell ebooks to Amazon.com and also Etsy.com, yet you can also ghostwrite those stories for both websites as well. You can make a side hustle by selling ebooks on Amazon, Etsy, or other marketplaces. Amazon ebooks revenue in 2021 was more than $1 billion. Tons of people are book hungry, looking for the next great story, online coach, or just want to hear someone's point of view. If you don't have time to write an ebook but still want to get involved with ebooks, you can hire someone to ghostwrite for you, and you can take all the credit and sales for that book written. I personally know a couple in Thailand, and what they do is they actually ghostwrite all their stories and they sell them on Amazon.com, Etsy.com, and CreativeMarket.com. So what they do is they hire freelancers to ghostwrite stories for them, and they submit them to different websites, and they take the sales for those books. It works for both sides because the freelancer's happy because ghostwriting is a little bit more expensive than traditional content writing, and they're happy because they have a larger brand and they can push the sales for those books. Number 15, and one of my favorites, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is when you advertise someone else's product or service on your platform and get a commission from any sale that comes from your referral link. This is a great way to combine side hustles. If you have a podcast, you're an influencer, or you just have a lot of followers on TikTok, affiliate marketing is a great way to make some passive income. I myself, I'm a full-time affiliate marketer. I've been doing affiliate marketing for about 5 to 6 years, and I recommend WordPress products or web hosting. Now, when people watch my tutorials and they sign up for web hosting, I do get a commission of that sale. And then also when I recommend specific themes or plugins for their websites, I can also get a commission of those sales as well. As an affiliate marketer, it's really important to do research on the products or the services that you're promoting. It's really easy to take like the highest paid commission possible, but your reputation is on the line. And if you recommend specific product to customers and then that company goes out of business, or they update their pricing model, or something goes bad, your reputation is on the line. So always do research on companies before you promote them. To find a product to promote, you can either visit a website and see if they have an affiliate program on their website, or you can also join a marketplace website like shareasale.com or cj.com and find products to promote. I would recommend going with ShareASale first because it's really easy to get started and they have tons of merchants. Now, I want to give you some personal advice on affiliate marketing, right? When I first started this YouTube channel, I posted content every month for about 1 year, right? And even then, my views were very small. But over time, as long as you're consistent and you keep posting content, whether it's for your blog or your TikTok or your Instagram, over time, people will start to see it, and eventually you'll start getting impressions, you'll start getting clicks, and then you'll start getting an audience. And once you get that audience, it's a lot easier to promote products and sell to them because you've established that you're a trusted source. You guys have seen on my channel, I'm very cautious on hosting companies. I'm very cautious on WordPress products because my reputation is on the line, and I test a lot of this stuff very thoroughly. In fact, like half the time on YouTube, I'm actually testing products to see if they're a right fit for my audience. So when I make tutorials and people watch them, they're more inclined to trust me because they know I've done my research on these products. But I just want to stress, when you're doing affiliate marketing, be consistent, right? Don't give up. It's very easy to give up. It's very easy to get overwhelmed. A lot of people are like, oh, I got to post this every day. That's so much work. It's like, yeah, that's work. You know, that's what it takes. And then other people might get influenced by saying, oh, these other blogs and YouTubers, they're so much bigger than I am. I'll never get that big. But when I got started, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm just going to ignore everybody out there, just produce the best content I can, and hopefully it'll get picked up. And eventually it did. So don't give up. Affiliate marketing is great. It's just a slow journey. And the very last side hustle is flip free products. One of my best friends actually makes a living going to thrift stores and finding retro TVs, microwaves, and toasters and restoring them. He then lists these retro items on eBay and sells them for high profits because there's a market for people who are into retro products. You can start by going to your local thrift store. You might think a lot of the products there are not worth your time, but just remember, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You can also go to Craigslist. Craigslist has some of the most valuable items I've ever seen. I've seen people on Craigslist that are trying to give away free pianos, especially older ones. Many of these people probably either want to get rid of it because they lost interest or simply don't want to pay to restore it. I would definitely recommend going to Craigslist, grabbing some free items, and then just list them on eBay and see what happens. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You can also try a website called Nextdoor.com. Nextdoor.com are people in your local community that either want to sell something or they want to give stuff away for free. I know the title of this video is side hustling, right? But you can turn a lot of these into full-time careers. I have friends that sell ebooks. I have friends that actually sports bet for a living. And I also have a friend that actually does real estate wholesaling full time. He actually told me that on his first month, he made around $10,000 to $15,000 because he closed his sale. And I'm like, dude, that's amazing. Like, I wish someone told me this. You know, I didn't even know about real estate wholesaling until I looked into it. Now, off the script and everything, I think the biggest reason why people fail is because they get overwhelmed and they also get intimidated. They see all these different side hustles and they're like, oh, I don't know which one to pick. It's like, look, relax, pick with one or two, see how it works. If it doesn't work, okay, it didn't work for you. Try something else. And also people also get intimidated. They see all these influencers and they're saying, oh, you know, I'll never be that big. With that mindset, there is no way people can succeed. If you're looking at influencers or blogs on the internet and thinking to yourself, I cannot do that, then you'll never succeed, right? All you have to do is just, you know, if you want to be an influencer, just turn the camera on and just start talking, see what happens, and then just upload it. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe people even like that awkwardness or the fact that you're not a professional speaker. If you're a blogger, you know, just create a blog post, talk about whatever it is that you want. Even if you think no one's interested or no one cares, just try it anyways. You know, the worst thing that can happen is nothing happens, right? There is no con to it, only pros to it. Even myself, when I first started YouTube, I was a bit camera shy. You know, I didn't like looking at myself on the camera. I thought I was ugly and I was like, oh, I have a big nose and people are going to make fun of me, you know, and all of this stuff, you know, I was just making up excuses not to do it. But eventually I just said, you know what, I'm going to suck it up. I just got a camera. I started filming myself and then eventually it got views and I was like, wow, it's not that bad. Like I'm not that ugly, you know. But if you guys are camera shy or there's some sort of fear, just push through it, you know. Nobody cares but you. Just remember that. Nobody cares but you. So again, guys, be consistent. I wish you guys the best of luck. There's no reason you guys can't succeed. All I can stress is that try and try again. My name is Zero Wilson. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know if any of these side gigs actually worked for you. Until then, I will see all of you party people in the next video, guys. Take care.